Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. Let's take a look on the euro currency. So last week it was nice performance, good performance by the currency. In fact, both our setups have been completed and it was amazing, but the driving factors was external and that we couldn't foresee in any way. So the first drop that we've got in completion of our hand shortage patient that we have traded in Wednesday, it was the European Central Bank statement. Mr. Draghi talked about how poor situation stands in the European Union economy. And in the next session on Friday, rally has happened by the new runners on the buying of the assets in Europe by the Japanese corporation. This is a Mitsubishi corporation that's buying the aerospace assets in Europe. And that has really triggered a significant rally in the euro. But our trading plan was based on the technical analysis, technical performance, and that's just amazing how these two different ways could agree among each other in different situations. So now is the question what we will get on the next week. On the first glance, we see very good performance. So our production is continuing. We have the double repo sell on the dollar index that we have talked about, so its pattern is still valid. That here it is. So we have double repo sell. Market still stands below the 3x3 moving average here. So its pattern is still valid, but of course it's not guaranteed that it definitely will work. Double repo could fail, but currently at this moment everything stands nice. So the target of this pattern stands right here. This in turn suggests that on the euro currency, our production could continue as well. The market could show some downward upward continuation. This is what we have on the bullish side of the market. At the same time, guys, if you will take a look at the speculative positions by the commitment of traders report, you will see that even this week, despite this upward performance, the net speculative short position have been increased. It means that the recent rally mostly was used either for taking the new shorts or for closing the existing long positions, just of taking of the profit. And this put the shadow on the perspective of the euro currency on the next week. Besides our overall view, longer term view on the euro currency still stands bearish. We think that in relationship between the European Union, balance between the European Union economy and United States definitely takes the leading role. And the European Union here and its economy stands in the depending variable. So because mostly European economy is strongly based on the consumption in the United States. So many big companies have at least 50% of its assets in the United States. Such chains as Siemens, for example. So this makes European economy very dependable on the United States steps, especially as you know, Donald Trump starts to frighten again the European Union with the possible tariffs. So that makes us think that in the longer term perspective, euro has the weaker position compared to the United States dollar. So but in the shorter term, we're mostly pay attention to the sentiment that is based on the commitment of traders report. If you will take a look at the follow time frame chart, you'll see that here perfectly has been completed our XOP target, right? At 50% resistance, so it's just perfect completion of the hand shoulders, and first OP has been hit here. Then market has come to the XOP. And at least right now, we have right at the top perfect bearish engulfing pattern, right at the XOP agreement. And take a look, the second candle of the engulfing is a reversal one, because market creates new top and close below the lows of the previous session. What does it mean? It means that at least on Monday, we could count on some downward continuation in the shape of the ABCD pattern on the hourly chart, on the 30-minute chart. So that will be the first step in our trading plan. We are watching for a downward pattern, kind of the ABCD. On the hourly chart, guys, it means that the first target of our action will be probably somewhere around 1285. Because take a look, that is a former neckline of the hand shoulders pattern that we have traded on Friday. It's also AB equals CD pattern which has been completed here. It's OP target of this pattern has been reached. So we also talked about it in our Friday video. So now we see minor pullback that will form the BC leg, some retracement of this drop. That will be the opportunity to go short for scalp traders. So if you trade on the intraday charts, you could think about this trading step. That could become the part of your trading plan maybe. So this will be BC legs, point where we could take in short position. Next step, we expect to get CD extension right somewhere to this area. So that will be the point where, according to our trading plan, we will have to close the half of our trade, take the profit, and move the stops to the break-even on the rest of the position. And after that, we will just wait what will happen. Because from the one point of view, we have not bad performance here on the euro and double repo sell on the dollar index, which suggests some upward continuation here. But from the another point of view, we have the poor sentiment on the euro currency, and that really means something. Because besides Friday rally was due some rumors on announced trade between the two big corporations overseas, so the Japanese and European. And usually these kind of the rumors and news do not live too long. Usually they have the short-term impact on the market. And after that, we just will see. Markets continue dropping. We have the second part of our position, and we just will have to manage our stops with the moving to the downside, because next support will be 1265, 1270. As you can see, confidence support, rather strong area, trend line. Next area will be 1236 and weekly pivot support one. This is the potential targets if the market will break it down. But this downside breakout also could mean that we're going down with our major trading plan on the longer term perspective on the weekly, monthly chart in the euro. In this case, of course, the double repo on the dollar index probably will fail and market will just move higher. So that's what we'll be watching for. If, conversely, after ABCD pattern will be complete, market turns up and start taking out of this top, well, it means that we're going higher. And in this case, we will appoint the different target into the upside on the euro. So currently, we should take the trading plan that is conservative and that provides the priority of the safety over profitability, over return. And from that standpoint, I think that using this possible ABCD pattern in the beginning of the week could help us a lot and give us great assistance with taking a relatively safe trade. But this is mostly for intraday traders. If you're trading on the daily chart, you should do nothing, because on the daily chart, we have bullish trend, market stands at the resistance. So you can't go short based on the daily chart because the context is bullish and market shows bullish trend. But at the same time, you can't go long right now because market stands at the resistance. All that you need to wait for is a pullback. And one of the level that you could keep an eye on also stands right here. So if you will get Gartley's cheaper to buy, for example, maybe it will be the chance to go long. At least that's the suitable, perfect area for thinking about taking long position. If even we will be wrong, the market will drop down further, but initially some pullback will happen. That will be enough to move stops to the break-even. That's for daily traders setup. So let's see what we'll get in the next week, and hope that next week will be also interesting as the previous week.